Aloha, I'm Daynin Dashefsky, and joining me today is one of my newest friends, Leal. He owns Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Huntington Beach in California. And what are we going to teach him today?
Kimura from side mount.
Kimura from side control.
Yes.
Side control, right. Very good. Okay, I'm going to have you lay down, put your head on this side. So now, a lot of times people don't understand that a lot of times Kimuras actually happen in the process of escaping. When we're trying to attack something else like an Americana, people aren't just going to put their hand like this and kind of tell you, go get it. They're going to catch it in the process of something. But again, I always want to say, keep a nice, really good, solid position before you start attacking submissions. So again, I want to block his hip with my knee, and a lot of times people will put their knee over here by the shoulder, and then I've got a lot of room, so when I go down, it's so easy for him to pull that elbow in and start escaping. I don't want to give him that opportunity. I want to really close everything up, kind of like a food saver bag, I call it. We go, just take up all the space, right? So I'm going to move my knee all the way up towards his head, closing this gap, and now when I come over and I hold, it's really hard for him to get that elbow in because I pushed it too far back and he can't move it in. So that's the position we're going to start with. Now, a lot of times, again, he's going to be holding on to me, or he may even have his hand framing this way, or he may be holding me behind. He's not going to just give me that hand for Kimura. So I'm going to bait it by attacking an Americana. So I bring my hand around and I'll pull it down. And once I get here, he's going to push that hand down and I'm going to switch. So again, real slow motion. As I attack the Americana, he might push away to defend it. I'm going to turn under, switch, and then catch that arm, hold it to the ground, keep it down there so he can't move it. Now, the trick about the Kimura is if I try to push my hand down to grab my other hand, I'm pushing it away from his head and I'm giving him a lot of room to move and maneuver, because if he can move his head, he can escape, right? He has more mobility. So I want to keep my elbow pushing his head towards my knee so it's kind of locked in there like bookends. Actually, why don't we turn this way real quick so they can see? So whenever I do an attack on the Americana or the Kimura, I come around and I actually want to push the head between my hand and my arm and my knee, okay? Now, if I go to attack an Americana, he escapes. I don't want that head moving. So I'm going to bring my hand under and I'm going to push the arm up into a chicken wing, right? So we'll come back sideways so they can see that. How's your shoulder? Okay. I know some people that have really tight shoulders, like me, I have bad shoulders. So again, we're here. When it start around, hold me. There we go. I'm going to grab, attack an Americana, push the head towards my knee, lock it up. And then when I pull it down, he's going to push down. I'm going to switch. I'm going to push his arm up, because when I push it up, it also makes him weaker. I'm going to grab my own wrist now. I'm going to bring my back knee up to my front knee, and I'm going to post out. Now, as I do that, I'm going to pull him up. Now, I like to keep it up because sometimes I'll go to a sit on the head Kimura, but you can also do this to keep him from falling back. Arch your body up, straighten out, and slowly move that wrist towards the back, like that, and you get a tap. So when we pull up the shoulder, you notice it's a lot tighter. Mm-hmm. The problem is if I bend over, and I'll show you that on the next one, I can lose balance and I can lose posture, and they can bend over and maybe escape. So I want to go here, I come here, I attack an Americana, he escapes. I'm going to transition, switch, and grab here. I'm going to push his arm up, make sure I get it nice and tight, open up my posture, pull him up, and block his back from falling backwards. Now, if I bend over and he's strong enough to bump me, I can lose my posture. So I want to keep my body straight, my spine straight, and pull the arm almost like it's pulling it out of the socket, nice and tight, and slowly move. I say to move like a water spigot. A lot of times people move and they move out, or they move, in different directions. But when you say water spigot, you keep this part of your body straight and you kind of move like this. So it doesn't take much, does it?
No.
Tight, right?
Very tight.
Anyway, thanks for joining us.